Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me okay, see me okay. I do have some music playing in the background, so if you can't hear me or if it gets too loud, just let me know. Either verbally say it out loud or you can type it in the chat box. I'll be watching out for that. So my name is Emily. I'll be doing a low intensity workout with you guys today. We have a little warm up in the beginning, about a 21 minute workout, and then a short little cool down stretching at the end. So it is kind of an interval workout. It's not very high intensity at all. So we're going to be going 40 seconds on, 20 seconds rest, and then we'll move on to the next exercise. There's 7 different exercises. We'll complete that round 3 times. So again, it's about a 21 minute workout. Nothing too crazy, but it's going to get our blood flowing, help our muscles start to work a little bit, and it's going to help us feel good, get some energy, get some flexibility going too. So we can go ahead and get started. I will have my timer going on my phone, so it's going to ding every 40 seconds and then every 20 seconds, and that's how we know whether to take that rest or to move on to the next exercise. All right, so we can go ahead and get started. Hopefully you guys can see me and hear me okay. If not, just let me know. All right, so we're going to start out with a warm-up. First, we're just going to do some quad pulls. So you're just going to grab your foot, pull your heel close to your bottom, keeping that knee pointed straight down to the ground. Just give it a slight pull, alternating back and forth here. You're going to feel this deep stretch down the front of your thighs, all down your quads here, getting our legs ready to work. Just keep alternating a couple times on each leg. Heel as close to your bottom as you can, knee pointed straight down to the ground. All right, next up, we're going to do some horizontal arm pulls. So this just means your arm's going to be horizontal across your chest, using your other hand to pull it even closer to your chest. Hold for just a couple of seconds here. Go ahead and swing your arms back and rotate. Just keep alternating between your right and left arms. You're going to feel this stretch in your shoulders all down the front of your arm here. Good. A couple more on each arm. All right, next up, we're going to do some wide stance hamstring stretches. So go ahead and stand with your feet wider than your shoulder width. Take both your hands, come down to the outside of your right foot, keeping these legs as straight as possible here. A slight bend is okay if you need to, but try and keep them as straight as you can to really optimize that stretch all down the back of your leg. Go ahead and switch both hands to the outside of your left foot. And switch, we'll do one more on each side. You're also going to feel this kind of in your lats down your back here. Really pulling with your arms and your hamstrings here. And last one, both hands to the outside of your left foot. All right, and we're back up. We're going to do some oblique pulls. So your obliques are the muscles along the sides of your stomach. You're going to take your hands up in the air, take your right hand, grab your left wrist, and just kind of give it a pull to the side. Feeling that deep stretch kind of starting in your armpit, traveling down the sides of your belly here. Then switch hands and stretch to the opposite side. Just a couple on each side, alternating side to side. Stretching out our core here, our spine. Awesome. Next we have some calf scoops. So heel on the ground, toe pointed straight up to the sky. You're going to hinge at your hips, scoop your hands down to the sides of your ankle, and back up. Switching feet with each step, keeping that leg as straight as possible. You're going to feel this all down the back of your legs, your calves, and your hamstrings. Keep alternating side to side, scooping at the sides of your ankles. A couple more on each leg. And last one. All right, last warm up here. We just have some wide arm circles. So arms going forward as wide as you can. Just getting a full range of motion in our shoulders here. And go ahead and go backwards as wide as you can. Stretching out our shoulders. All right, go ahead and stretch out anything that feels tight, anything that feels sore or not ready to go yet. And then we will go ahead and start the workout in about 30 seconds here. Go ahead and grab a drink, stretch out anything that doesn't feel ready, and I'll do the workout along with you guys, explain each workout as I go, and it'll go by super quick. All right, when you're ready, go ahead and stand up. First exercise, we have prisoner squat hold step backs. So prisoner just means the position of your hands behind your head. So prisoner position is like this. We're going to be in a deep squat here, holding, stepping back with each foot. Back up. Squat, step back, stand back up. So really stay low here. Try and keep your chest up, facing me. Want to keep that good posture and a flat back. Get as low as possible in that squat. All right, that was the timer. Go ahead and rest. We have a 20-second rest. Shake out those legs. We're going to move on to the next exercise now. Take a deep breath, about 10 more seconds. Try and keep moving during this rest. Keep the blood flowing here. Next up, we have alternating knee drives. So you're going to kind of lean over with your chest over your legs. Hands up, arms straight out at the sides of your ears. You're going to drive your knee up to your hand, kind of meet at the middle of your belly, and back out. Right knee up to hands, and back out. So we try and keep a tight core here. Go ahead and switch to your left foot. The chest is leaning over that knee. We're keeping our core tight. Stable leg on the ground, slightly bent. All right, rest. Deep breaths, try and keep moving here. About 10 more seconds, we're gonna move on to the third exercise. We have push-ups to downward dog. In 3, 2, so you can either do push-ups on your knees or on your hands and toes. Either one is fine. You're gonna go push-up, come back up, and do a downward dog, butt up to the sky, pushing through our hamstrings. Stepping the push-up, push through your chest and your triceps. Into downward dog, stretch it out. Push up, chest to the ground, back up. Downward dog. If you'd like to switch it up, do a couple regular push-ups, a couple push-ups on your knee, that's completely fine. All right, you have a 20-second rest. Let's see, next up we have rocket lunges in about 10 more seconds. Deep breaths, try and keep moving during that rest. All right, so rocket lunges, you're gonna cross your hands over top of each other, bend your knees, tap the outside of your right foot, and launch your hands straight up to the sky. Outside of your left foot, launching both hands straight up. So take this at a pace as fast or as slow as you'd like. Whatever feels good to your body. But really try and challenge yourself here. Get all the way low to the ground, hands touching the ground, and then launching straight back into the sky. All right, rest. Shake out those legs, maybe stretch your shoulders a little bit. You can walk in place here. Just keep the blood flowing. Next up, we have our walkouts. Deep breath in 3, 2. All right, walkouts. You're gonna have a slight bend in the knee, but legs pretty straight. You're gonna hinge at your hips. Hands touch the ground. Slowly walk your hands out to a push-up plank position. Hold for just a second. Squeeze those abs. Then walk your hands back up. Stand up straight. Straight back into a walkout. All the way to a plank. Walk those hands back up to your feet and stand up. Keep that core super tight here. Deep breaths. All right, we have our rest. Shake it out, catch your breath here. 2 more exercises for round 1. Next up, we have squat to calf raise. All right, so this, we're gonna squat down. I like to have my hands at my chest for this one. Chest up tall, we're gonna squat down low. Stand back up to calf raise on your tippy toes. Squat to calf raise. Squat to calf raise. You can have your hands behind your head, on your hips, whatever feels good to you. Feet should be about shoulder width apart. Maybe a slight wider position and toes pointed out. Deep breath, about 5 more seconds. Get low in those squats. Good, deep breaths, shake out those legs. Last exercise for round 1. We have plank toe taps in about 10 more seconds. In 3, 2. All right, so we're gonna be in a plank push-up position here. So flat back. You don't want your hips sinking too low, and you don't want your butt up to the sky. Tight core, flat back. Shoulder taps. I'm sorry, toe taps. Right hand goes to left foot, back to plank. Left hand to right foot, back to plank. Deep breath, you're pushing those hips up to the sky, allowing your hand to tap the opposite foot, back into plank. Deep breath here. Keep those abs nice and engaged. Good. Back up, take a deep breath. All right, that was 1 whole round. We're gonna repeat that same round 2 more times. Go ahead and shake it out, stretch what needs to be stretched. Take a deep breath here. All right, we're back with our first one, prisoner. So this position, hands behind your head, squat, step backs. So step back with your right, squat, step back with your left, back up tall. Squat down low, keep this low position, back up tall. Chest up, back flat. Good posture here, staying low in those squats, making those quads work. Deep breath here, 5 more seconds. Good, take a deep breath here, shake out those legs. Next up, we have our alternating knee drives. So we're gonna start with our right knee. Halfway through, we'll switch to the left. So again, we're gonna have our chest over our left knee, hands up by our ears, driving that knee up to the chest and back down. Squeezing your core. So using your abs to bring that knee all the way up to your chest. Keeping that left leg slightly bent. Deep breaths. All right, go ahead and switch to your left. Good, take a deep breath here, shake out those legs. Next up, we have our push-ups to downward dogs. So again, either on your knees or a regular push-up on your hands and toes. Either one's fine. So push up, keeping those elbows in close to your body. Back up, hips to the sky, downward dog, stretch it out. Push up, downward dog. If you'd like to alternate maybe between a knee push-up and then a regular push-up, that's completely fine. Good, go ahead and stand back up. Take a deep breath here, try and keep moving, keep that blood flowing. Next up, we have our rocket lunges. In 3, 2. All right, so hands over top of each other, feet about shoulder width apart. You're gonna bend your knees, squat down, tap the outside of your right foot, launch those hands straight up to the sky. Alternating each side. Deep breaths, squatting down all the way until your hands tap the ground to the outside of your foot. Again, you can make this workout as easy or as hard as you like, switching up the pace, switching up the intensity. Good, shake out those legs. Stand up tall, keep those lungs nice and open here. Next up, we have our walkouts. In 3, 2. All right, we're gonna bend at our hips. Stretch down until your hands tap the ground. Slowly inch your hands out into a plank. Push up position, hold. Squeeze that core. Then inch your hands back up to your feet and stand up tall. Right back into it. Make sure you're pausing for a second at the bottom, squeezing that core, and walking those hands back up. Good, deep breaths. All right, we're back up. 2 more for round 2. All right, next up we have our squat to calf raises. In 3, 2. So hands at your chest, feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly pointed out. Squat down low, stand back up straight into a toe raise. Squat, on your tippy toes, squeeze those calf muscles. Good, make sure you're keeping that chest up, your back is nice and flat, you have good posture here. Getting as low as you can in that squat, powering through to a calf raise. Less than 10 seconds, keep pushing yourself here. 3, 2. Good, last one for round 2. Deep breaths. All right, plank toe taps. All right, so we're in a plank push-up position, flat back here, raising our hips up to the sky, tapping our hand to our opposite toe. Coming back down into a plank, squeezing your core. Deep breaths here. Good. Keep those abs super engaged here. All right, back up tall. Deep breath, open up those lungs. We're on our last round. We're gonna go through that same round one more time. In 3, 2. All right, we have our squat, hold, step back. So prisoner position, hands behind your head, squat down low, step back with your right, back with your left, stand up tall. Deep breaths here. Really challenge yourself. Try and get as low as possible in that squat. Make your quads work here. Good. Keep pushing, stand up tall, less than 10 seconds to go. All right, shake out those legs. Deep breath. Next up, we have alternating knee drives. We're going to start with the right, switch to the left halfway through. All right, so our left leg is stable on the ground, slightly bent, chest over knee, arms up at our ears, driving that right knee up to the chest with our core, really squeezing our abs each time we drive that knee up. Good, deep breaths. Really keep that core super engaged here, switch legs. Now we're driving our left knee all the way up to the chest. All right, shake out those legs, stand up tall. Stretch out those abdominal muscles. Deep breath. Next up, we have our push-up to down dogs. In 5, 4, 3. All right, so push up on your knees or on your toes. Straight into down dog, hips to the sky. Stretch it out. Keep those elbows super close to your body. Deep breaths here. Keep that core nice and tight. Engage the whole time. Good, we're back up tall. Deep breath, shake out those arms. Next up, we have our rocket launches. All right, in 5, 4, 3. All right, so hands are overlapping each other. We're gonna squat down low, tap the outside of our right foot, launch those hands straight up to the sky. Alternating each side. Getting as low to the ground as you can. Good. Try and keep a good pace here. Keep those deep breaths going. Awesome, shake out those legs, deep breath here. 3 more exercises. We have our walkouts coming up. Deep breath, keep those lungs open, stand up nice and tall. All right, we're bending at the hips, keeping those legs as straight as possible. Allowing your hands to touch the ground. Inch them out and put you in a plank push-up position. Hold for a second, squeeze those abs. Slowly inch your hands back up to your feet and stand up tall. Good, if you're getting the hang of it, try and pick up the pace a little bit. Really make yourself work here. Keep those abs engaged the whole time. Awesome, stand up tall. Shake out those legs. 2 more exercises. In 5, 4, 3. All right, we have our squat to calf raise. Awesome, we're squatting down low, keeping that chest up tall. Standing up on our tippy toes, squeezing our calves. Good, deep breaths here. Get as low as you can in that squat. Really make those quads and your glutes work hard here. Less than 10 seconds, keep pushing. Awesome, last exercise, we have our plank toe taps. Deep breath, you guys got this. About 10 more seconds. All right, we're in a plank position, squeezing our abs, hips up to the sky, opposite hand to opposite foot. Back to plank, squeeze, hand to foot. Good. Awesome, really try and keep your core as tight as possible here. Awesome job. Back to standing. Go ahead and catch your breath. Get some water. And then I will walk us through a short little cool down here. Alrighty, whenever you guys are ready, we're gonna go ahead and do just a short little stretching cool down here. We're gonna start with some butterflies. So we're gonna be seated on the ground, right on our bottoms. The bottoms of your feet are gonna be put together. I like to kind of hold my feet with both my hands, interlock my fingers. Just kind of flutter out your knees. This is really gonna stretch your groin here. To get a deeper stretch, pull your feet closer into your groin. If this is too much, push your feet further away from you. All right, next up, we're gonna do some child's pose. So your hands are gonna be on the ground, your legs are gonna be out behind you. You're gonna try and push your hips into the ground here, arch your back, and look straight up to the sky. Deep breath here. You can kind of shimmy your shoulders to get a deeper stretch in your spine. Couple more seconds. All right, from this cobra, we're gonna go straight into a child's pose. So you're gonna put your knees to the outside of your mat, or your knees kind of spread apart a little bit. You're gonna push your bottom to the ground, leave your hands out in front of you. Push your chest down to the ground, feel that deep stretch in your back and your groin. Hold for just a couple of seconds here. Really try and sink your bottom down into the ground here. All right, we're wrapping our bottoms now. We're gonna do some spine twists. So your knees are gonna be up pointed to the sky. You're gonna take the outside of your right ankle, place it on top of your left knee. You're just gonna hold this stretch. You're really gonna feel it in your glutes here. Taking a deep breath in. Go ahead and switch legs. Outside of your left ankle on top of your right knee. All right. From here, just gonna sit in that butterfly pose. Go ahead and do a couple neck rolls each direction. Deep breath here. All right, that is all that I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed that little full body, low intensity workout. Again, my name is Emily, and I hope to see you guys soon. Have a good weekend. Bye, guys.